guys, so we are finally getting a video out from my main channel because for the last few days there has just been nothing to... I mean, there are a few things, but as in there is not enough for me to film an actual cohesive video for. Yeah, there was like 1 or 2 stories, but realistically I'm not the kind of person that can like talk about one topic for 10 minutes. I know some other people can really like, you know, heavily explain a topic for many minutes, and that's I wish that was me. I am jealous, but I simply can't, and I also talk at the speed of light, so getting anything to 10 minutes is a hassle. What was it, June, July, there was an explosion on the internet, and then after that everything's just kind of, because I'm assuming everyone's hiding, they don't want to be in the crossfire, they don't want to be, you know, caught in the middle of everything, so they'd rather just stay silent. But there are still some people messing up, and now I think I have enough to talk about things. So Instagram, Twitter, follow me on there. Second channel in the description, and anything else that you might want to find is also there. I never thought I'd say this, but Kanye West is running for president while also suffering with, I believe, bipolar disorder, which Kim Kardashian has not spoken out about. I mean, other than the obvious fact that he shouldn't be running for president, not because he has bipolar, but because he's not going to be a good president, and also he's not going to win, but he is going to take the votes away and push them towards Trump. So that's kind of where people are at with Kanye running for president. But also recently he's had a lot of episodes to do with his bipolar disorder, and he said some things about, you know, Kim and his marriage and things that she probably didn't want out there before they were famous. You know, the guy that exploits everyone's death right after they die has now posted a video called Kanye West Before They Were Crazy. Public Twitter meltdown and campaign rally, and there is like a picture of Kanye like crying in the thumbnail. It's just disgusting to, I guess, exploit someone's mental health issues for views. And then Kim Kardashian actually put out statements which many people were surprised by, because first of all, the Kardashians never really speak out when something is happening, like when there is a scandal or something. The Kardashians never really speak out, but she actually spoke out because I think this is just more serious and it's affecting them and their kids and, you know, people's perception of them as a family. So she put out a statement saying, as many of you know, Kanye has bipolar disorder. Anyone who has this or has a loved one in their life who does knows how incredibly complicated and painful it is to understand. I've never spoken publicly about how this has affected us at home because I am very protective of our children and Kanye's right to privacy when it comes to his health. But today I feel like I should comment on it because of the stigma and misconceptions about mental health. Those that understand mental illness or even compulsive behavior know that the family is powerless unless the member is a minor. People who are unaware or far removed from this experience can be judgmental and not understand that the individual themselves have to engage in the process of getting help, no matter how hard family and friends try. Because I'm guessing a lot of people are like accusing Kim of being almost like neglecting and not getting Kanye the help he needs. But like she's saying, he's not a minor. She can't force him to go and get treatment unless he is a danger to himself or other people. I understand Kanye is subject to criticism because he is a public figure and his actions at times can cause strong opinions and emotions. He is a brilliant but complicated person who, on top of the pressures of being an artist and a black man who experienced the painful loss of his mother and has to deal with the pressure and isolation that is heightened by his bipolar disorder, those who are close with Kanye know his heart and understand his words sometimes do not align with his intentions. Living with bipolar disorder does not diminish or invalidate his dreams and his creative ideas, no matter how big or unobtainable they might feel to some. This is part of his genius, and as we all witness, many of his big dreams have come true. I hope this one doesn't come true. I hope he does not become president, not because of his bipolar disorder, but because he is just not fit to be a president. Not that Trump is, but not that Kanye is either. Like, just because one president is already bad doesn't mean we just need to like accept more bad presidents coming in. We as a society talk about giving grace to the issue of mental health as a whole. However, we should also give it to the individuals who are living with it in times when they need it the most. I kindly ask that the media and public give us the compassion and empathy that is needed so that we can get through this. Thank you for those who have expressed concern for Kanye's well-being and for your understanding. With love and gratitude, Kim Kardashian West. I thought this was such a good statement to make. I don't know if she wrote it or if a PR team wrote it or if it was a combined effort. But just as a whole, they never speak out. So when they do, it's already kind of a big deal. But the fact that she addressed it in this kind of manner, I think it's just kind of like respectable. But, you know, when she asked for compassion and empathy and privacy, yeah, that's the last thing they got. Because recently, Kim and Kanye met up and they were in a car and Kim was clearly distraught and she was crying and Kanye was like talking to her about something. I'm assuming they were discussing everything that he said about them publicly. And the paparazzi were obviously taking pictures of them while she was crying, while they were sorting out their issues. Photographing someone in the middle of such a vulnerable situation with their life partner is disgusting. Anyway, so I spoke about how Jeffree Star has recently apologized about, you know, apologized for everything he's done, and that video was a mess. On top of the video having comments turned off within a few hours of him uploading the video, even though he wants people to hold him accountable, but they can't hold him accountable because the comments are turned off. So he also now disabled the like to dislike ratio, because I guess it was starting to get a little bit close for comfort, and he decided to disable the like to dislike ratio as well. So now if you want to know what the general opinion is on the video, you just can't know, because he's not going to let you know, because he wants people to think that he is more liked than he is. Then people also spoke about the fact that he was wearing a pink robe in the video, right? And we all kind of like thought that was weird. And now he released merch. And guess what they are? Pink robes. Is it a coincidence that in a video that he knew was going to be huge, he wore something that was then merch he released? I'm going to look back on the video. I don't know if he was wearing his merch or if he was just wearing a pink robe that he then sold. But either way, the subliminal message was there. It was him wearing a pink robe in a huge video and then selling pink robes with his logo on it. Then he has just been tweeting a lot. I read out a few tweets in my last video and the video before that. He's just been posting so much crap that you know that he was taking these pictures, saving all of those tweets in drafts, and then just waiting for the day when he could release them. And here they all are. Like, he's posting like 10,000 tweets a day. There's this one, it's like, when I want to be buried in a at Louis Vuitton casket. Obviously I put it into, because I didn't talk about this because it came out right after I filmed my last video, but I put it in as just like a little note, so I'm going to talk about it right now. He's releasing a skincare line in 2021. I think there are going to be launches before 2021. I'm saying August. There's going to be a makeup launch, but he is launching a skincare line in 2021. I wonder if it's going to be any better than the Kylie collection that he really had a go at, because I wouldn't trust him with anything to do with my skin. Then there's this one, Always and Forever. Then there was a video of him throwing his Birkin bag, which, if you know, like, one, how exclusive those are and how expensive those are, the fact that he just like threw it at concrete. I think that video to me screamed insecurity. It screamed, I have no one in my personal life. I have no friends to rely on. All I have is my money and my material possessions that are now the only thing getting me through life and are the only thing that make me feel like I am correct or like I am, you know, in the right, like I am a worthy human being. So he is now just showing off and flaunting his wealth. If you have noticed, all of his tweets and pictures that he's now putting out on Instagram includes some kind of a design item. And I know that's not weird for Jeffree, but it's almost all centered around his money. There's Louis Vuitton, there's his Versace robe, there is now his Birkin bags. Like, it's all very in your face. It's kind of how, you know, when Rice Gum used to flex on people in his videos, and then every time someone brought it up as like a criticism, he would say it's because he wants to get back at his haters. That's kind of how I'm seeing this behavior. It's almost like everyone hates me right now, so I need to show them that they're hating on me, but I'm still rich. Like, it's that kind of like, let me flaunt my wealth. Then obviously with everything now coming out with people just having parties and traveling, and obviously we're still in the middle of a pandemic, so that's not right. And also LA has one of the highest, if not the, well, it's got the highest numbers right now of cases in America and probably the whole world, because I don't think any other country is doing as bad as America. Jeffree has now been caught lying yet again, because he posted this Instagram story or Snapchat story where he was like, I would never travel in the middle of a pandemic. I just don't do stuff like that. And I was like, okay, which is probably true, except for the fact that he pretended that he was traveling in the middle of a pandemic, which is a very weird thing to do, where he posted this picture, right, which was supposed to be him flying out with his grandma to her old house. Now the caption has been changed because he was called out for lying, because that picture was posted back in January or February, and it wasn't him traveling with his grandma. Okay, he lied about traveling to a different state with his grandma. That was a lie, so he probably didn't travel, which is good, but he lied about it, so we're going to pretend that he did. And now he's saying that he would never travel, which is probably true because he didn't travel, but he said he traveled. So he's lying twice now. It's very confusing. He, just like us, is now struggling to keep up with his lies. So one last thing regarding the Shane Dawson Jeffree Star situation. Now, apparently one of Shane Dawson's like friends is threatening teenagers on Twitter with a lawsuit. So there is a guy called Libel Pursuer. Like, he actually just called himself Libel Pursuer. His @ is Scott D Fan, and he tweeted something about D'Angelo Wallace, who recently posted this video about Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson, and I think he's planning a video about Tati Westbrook. And they said, sorry, but I don't idolize Shane. He is my friend and I defended him from criminal accusations and collect names for his attorney to include in any upcoming legal action, which apparently he's going to be suing for libel, because now he says Libel Pursuer. And in his Twitter banner, he's got the like Google definition of libel, and he's got in his bio making a list or collecting names for the list collect something along those lines. Oh my god. insane. Anyway, to which D'Angelo Wallace replied saying, if Shane Dawson sues me, I would simply set up a GoFundMe, collect the necessary funds in less than 24 hours, go to court and then win. Wish I had that kind of impact to collect hundreds of thousands of dollars in 24 hours. If you guys want to fund me buying a house, my GoFundMe will be in the description down below. Joking, it's not going to be there. First of all, civil cases are very expensive. The thing is, D'Angelo Wallace could fully well collect a lot of money in 24 hours from GoFundMe. And it could be, 100, 200, 300,000 even, if he got like a lot of likes and, retweets on his tweet promoting his GoFundMe. But at the end of the day, Shane Dawson is a multi-millionaire, which even with D'Angelo Wallace's videos that have done really well recently, like, he's got like, his last few videos is just like up in the millions of views, which congratulations for that. But Shane Dawson is a multi-millionaire. We shouldn't be scared of these people just because they have money, but at the end of the day, they are multi-millionaires. Like, what was it? H3H3. They collected $300,000, which just about covered their legal fees. And that court case lasted 2 years, I think. Like, they did a lot of updates for that court case. I think D'Angelo Wallace could definitely collect, just as much money as H3H3, but it just wouldn't be worth it, in my opinion. I mean, do I think D'Angelo Wallace is going to get sent a cease and desist? No, because from what I remember in that video, he basically just like put out public information that was on Shane's channel. But I'm going to rewatch that video just to make sure that he didn't make any insinuations or assumptions that could get him in trouble, but I don't think he did. Or, well, I don't know, because I always watch videos in 2x speed and then I'll watch them while I'm doing something else, so sometimes my brain just kind of blanks out. I'm going to rewatch that video. I don't think he said anything, but I'm not sure. Apparently this Shane's friend put him on a list of people for Shane's lawyers. Yeah, like I said, Shane is a multimillionaire. I mean, do I think he's going to pursue a lawsuit against all of these drama channels? No. I think it would be too much time, too much money, not really worth it for what the outcome is going to be. Even if you win a lawsuit, does not mean that people are going to all of a sudden become fans of you again, because the information is out there. Like, people can make up their own minds about if they want to be your fans or not, but the possibility is there. Shane Dawson really just made bank off of, the conspiracy palette and the whole controversy launch. I think he made millions on top of millions, and he already had millions because he's been on YouTube for decades, a decade. I just think it's not like a fair game, because as much as, D'Angelo Wallace could collect the money and go about the lawsuit, I still think if Shane Dawson wanted to prolong the whole situation and see how long D'Angelo Wallace's funds last, he could do that because he's got the funds to do it, because he's a multi-millionaire. That's what happens when we let problematic people make millions. They're super powerful and you can't take them down. There are more tweets from that guy though. He was basically tweeting at teenagers on the internet saying that them retweeting videos of Shane is libel. Shane uploaded those videos himself to his channel. We do understand that, right? Like that was Shane's decision to post videos on his channel, and that then means that even once he wants those videos gone, people don't have to just stop reposting them. People are allowed to repost those videos because they're true. They're not like fake, they're not fabricated, they're not CGI. They're like things that Shane has posted on his channels. That's not a lawsuit. I'm so sorry. Amanda Steele recently had a birthday party that a lot of people attended. Are we surprised? No, we're not. Amanda Steele, you can get it together. You're gonna have many, many birthdays. Well, no, if you get we don't know that. How about we miss out on this birthday party so we can have many, many birthday parties afterwards. Tana Mongeau put out a statement saying, partying/going to any social gatherings during a global pandemic was such a careless and irresponsible action on my behalf. I fully hold myself accountable for this and will be staying inside. Actions like this don't deserve a platform, and I want to fully apologize and be better than this. I'm sorry. While Erica and I were referring to past drama in our video the topic no longer matters. I need to be better example in person. There was a video of Erica Castell and Tana Mongeau at a party going, "We don't care" to the camera, which many people thought was about the outrage regarding her going out in the middle of a pandemic to many, many parties every day and meeting up with hundreds of people a day and then spreading possibly a virus. Now, if you guys think, oh, well, they probably don't have it, lies. Elijah Daniel now tweeted out saying that he was told by someone from this party that many people have now tested positive. So many of these other people at that party probably also have the virus now, but they just haven't tested themselves. And they probably, before they found out that those people tested positive, have now met up with other people that they've now passed the virus onto, causing another outbreak. You guys suck. Idiots. No brain cells to be seen. Tana Mongeau has also not posted the many, many videos that she was going to post regarding Carlin's and Ness's videos. So obviously they spoke about Tana Mongeau's blatant towards Black people, and she then went on Instagram story and said that she was going to post many videos after her, time of self-reflecting about this whole situation, and there are no videos to be found still. So I'm here just to remind you, Tana, that we're still waiting for your videos. All that self-reflecting must be coming to an end now, and you're probably ready to film a video. Do it. James Charles also put out a statement, kind of. So he posted a video of the vlog of him going to the parties, and in the middle of that he put just like a text saying, "Hi sisters, I decided to cut the party footage from the video even though I have been wearing a mask in public and have tested negative multiple times. Going to a party in the middle of a pandemic was a selfish and stupid decision. People's safety and keeping quarantine contained is far more important than celebrating a friend's birthday, and unsafe partying is not something I want to promote to my audience. I recognize that with my platform comes responsibility, and I encourage you guys to be smarter than I was. Wear your mask and continue to social distance. Love you." Erica Castell also posted saying, "Hey guys, I just want to apologize for the video that was posted last night on Tana's Instagram story. The comment we made was not intended as it was perceived. Saying we don't care was about our previous beef. It was in no way related to pandemic we are in. However, I understand that this came off offensive during this time. It was insensitive, careless, and stupid for me to even be at the party during the pandemic. I am truly sorry to anyone I let down or upset in any way, and I fully take accountability for my actions. But do you? Because I think you're going to be still going to parties, you're just not going to be on camera." That's what I think is going to happen, but that's my opinion on the matter. Mac Does It actually tweeted out saying, "It's 2020. Just typing sorry on your phone screen doesn't cut it anymore. Do better." And I agree. Elijah Daniels also tweeted out saying, "Nah, grow the up, Tana Mongeau, Erica Castell. I don't care what drama this was in regards to you are still partying during a pandemic that has left 149,000 people dead. You are adults. Tell your millions of followers this is not okay and go quarantine yourselves." And then Chris Clemens actually quote tweeted Erica Castell's apology and said, "Could you clarify which part you're apologizing for? Snooze. Save your apologies over being at a party 4 months into quarantine. It's more than just this one party. It's the overall recklessness you and your weird friends continuously display for public consumption. You're not sorry. You're sorry you're getting called out." And then Chris Clemens also tweeted out saying, "Sorry, just had to point out Erica's Twitter header for those that need a chuckle. Thank you whatever comedy writers gave us this little Easter egg." And her Twitter header says, "I don't have time for idiots," which is very ironic because they're the idiots. And then James Charles commented on a TikTok, because that was sent to me in DMs, where someone's talking about defamation and that it's illegal to post something that you have no proof for, which is essentially just like what's been happening to do with James Charles. And James Charles commented saying, but then he deleted it by the time I got there. So recently, Rihanna came out with her Fenty Skin line, which is basically just her skincare line. And many people have been trying it out. I know there is an esthetician, I believe, and she made a thread on Fenty Skin and basically just said that it's super fragranced and it's not like natural fragrance. That could be very bad for sensitive skin or just even not sensitive skin, and that using fragrance products long term can lead to sensitive skin. Then Nicole Concilio, actually, who used to get called out for making very like biased reviews, mainly of Kylie Cosmetics. So then she kind of stopped doing that, and then she went the whole opposite way. So I really like Nicole Concilio. I have nothing against her. It's just what was happening. She was like super positive, then she got called out, and then she would go really, really negative for no reason, and people would comment on both things saying like, how about you're just honest? You don't have to be super positive or super negative. You can just be somewhere bang in the middle if that's where you want to be. And she recently posted a review of Fenty Skin. It was overly positive in my opinion. I watched it before I saw people talking about it. It was very positive. And she posted this picture. Now, okay, first of all, the lighting is done on purpose. The lighting on the left is super dark. It is barely natural lighting, and it's also not golden hour. It seems like the picture on the right is during golden hour or some kind of a more sunny weather where it blurs your skin more. So on the left, obviously you can see a shadow under her eye, which now she claims that Fenty Skin has erased the shadow under her eye, which skincare doesn't do that. Makeup does that. I watched Hiram and just many other skincare specialists on the internet, and they all say that there is no skincare product that will erase dark circles under your eyes. Not a single product will do that. But also if you look, the way she's positioned, let me just, because I have pretty deep set eyes as well. Okay, let's get up close. Wow, my under eyes are so dark and so deep. Wow, my under eyes are fixed. It's all just good lighting, right? And then also in one picture, she's wearing no makeup. And in the other picture, she claims she's only wearing mascara and brows, but I think she's wearing a little bit of concealer, but also she's wearing blush/bronzer on her nose. You can see it. Like, you can see it. So there were a few comments under that picture and on a thread on Reddit just saying things like, how is this a fair photo if on the right is also with makeup? And she says, the right is brows and mascara only. I filmed an entire video on my YouTube channel. Then someone says, you have makeup on in the second photo. And she's like, only eyebrows and mascara. Anyway, no shade to Nicole. I think she's lovely. I think she's just so positive that she doesn't want to like be mean to anyone, and I think she really likes Rihanna, but this was not fair, you know, quite frankly. And in 14 days, nothing, even if skincare was like somehow developed in the future to actually get rid of under eye circles, in 14 days, nothing is gonna do that. If you guys enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want to comment down below, and subscribe to post videos whenever something happens, which is not a lot lately, but this is also my second channel. Subscribe to that. Hit that bell on both of those channels and you'll know when I'm uploading. Social media links in description, any affiliate links, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.